Unique views.
Okay, we're talking a lot about the holiday season around here these days, and that's fun, but the truth is it's also flu season. Dr. Stephen Miller is here with the Hamilton County Health Department. Time to get the flu shot, you say?
It is. We started giving them out on October the 1st.
Am I really correct in saying that, quote, it's flu season? Has flu season become almost a year-round thing now?
We do see it up until even May or June, but normally here in this region, the peak starts to happen around towards the end of October. We see the start of the rise, not the peak, but the rise of it. And that's why we try to get people to start thinking about their flu shots around this time to get ahead of it.
I think that what I know is that if you get your flu shot today, it doesn't really kick in for a couple of weeks. Is that right?
That's correct. It takes about 2 weeks to reach maximum efficiency. Now, it does take effect, but prior to that, but if you want the maximum protection, you want to give it a couple of weeks.
So y'all have this free clinic happening. Is it the 15th?
It is the 15th of this month. It's Tuesday. It's our Fight Flu event, and all of our locations have free shots to give out to anyone that comes in, no appointment needed, from 6 months and up. And we're looking forward to people coming out there and taking advantage of it.
You said your 5 locations. That might be catching some people by surprise. They might think of you always as being down on the East 3rd Street location. Where are the other satellites?
We have our Soddy Daisy location, our Ooltewah. We're going to also be over at La Paz to treat that area as well, and then our Birchwood location.
Has flu almost become overlooked since COVID became a household word?
I feel like there's been a great deal of de-emphasis on flu, and flu is still causing us to miss a lot of work. It's causing our elderly to be placed in the hospital and have to require rehabilitation, so it's still something to consider, and we don't want our kids missing school either.
I had one of my daughters got it once, and I've never seen anybody that sleepy. She was out of school for a week, and I think she was probably awake for about 2 or 3 hours a day. I mean, it just knocks you out.
We take it for granted that we're going to get over the flu quickly, but sometimes it can take weeks to get over not only the fatigue, but the cough and everything that goes with it.
So, okay, there are usually, 2 strands of flu that are most concerning. So when you're putting together that flu shot,
Sure.
What are you looking for this year?
We look at other countries that tend to get the flu before us, other countries like Australia or Thailand, and then we usually put 3 to 4 strains in our own flu formulation to try to address that. So this year we have 3 of the most likely strains, 2 of which are the type A and the other one is the type B, that should hopefully cover it. And we've had pretty good coverage the last few years by going that way.
Just to clarify, when you say we, you mean the country?
To cover the whole country, yes.
Okay,
and
not the Hamilton County Health Department.
No,
okay.
no, the whole country.
Okay, so 2 of type A, 1 of type B. Does that mean that because isn't there, the 2 different types, types A and B, will present with different effects. Is that right?
A lot of similarity, but a lot of times the type B will be more of the GI flu that people talk about, and then your type A would be more the respiratory, the cough, and the more systemic-y body aches.
You know it's flu if it just all of a sudden hits you like a freight train?
Usually, yes. You know it's flu. If you don't, 12 hours later, you're definitely going to realize it's flu after you start developing the symptoms.
Okay, but people always question that. Is it flu or is it just a cold?
Sure.
Or is it flu or is it something else? But if it's a gradual onset, it's probably not.
That's a variable thing, but most of our offices or medical offices, we do have the ability to test for that and try to help give the person an idea, not only if you're going to treat it or not, or just to give them an idea, hey, is this going to be a 48-hour cold, or is this something that may persist for 7 or 10 days?
Are there any reasons that someone should not get the flu shot? Are there any health conditions that prevent it?
A few people have true anaphylactic reactions to egg products, and even for those individuals, we have flu shots that do not have any egg protein in it.
Okay.
And then only some people that have had perhaps neuromuscular issues like Guillain-Barré or something like that in the recent past, but honestly, 99.9% of people are eligible for the flu shot.
If you should get the flu shot, you can still get the flu? It's not a preventer, it's just going to minimize?
You can still get it, but I tell you what, I would like a 30% of a flu rather than a full 100% of a flu case.
If you should get the flu, sorry to pepper you with all these questions, but if you should get it, is Tamiflu really a good thing, or does it help that much?
It helps a little bit. I think that's one of those ones that you really need to reserve for those that are truly at risk for developing serious problems with the flu. Most of the time your immune system with supportive fluids, rest, taking time off from work or school for it to get better, waiting for that fever to clear up before you can go back to school. Things like that are the better measures. But Tamiflu is out there. It does help to some degree.
So, because it's a virus, so you really can't treat it. You just have to wait it out. So, is the right thing to do if you get the flu is just kind of stay home, but don't come to the doctor's office?
It just depends on how severe it is. If you do have other underlying issues like asthma, you may need to be addressed. It may need to make sure it's not turning into pneumonia or anything like that. But generally, most people can sweat it out at home, so to speak.
Okay, so here's how you can get 30% of the flu and not the full onset. It's just go to their free offering, the 5 locations that you heard Dr. Miller mention. Tuesday, October 15th. Pretty much a day-long event. Just walk in, no need to make an appointment.
Come on in, we're ready for you.
If you want to see online where those locations are, again, it's health.hamiltontn.org.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Josh Groban is pure magic.
But you do magic too?
Yes, I